Leo One. Okay, I wanna say this. It's to me, it's like getting to the point now is that I've seen a lot of confrontation. I've seen a lot of rivalries on YouTube. I've seen a lot of bickering. And I've seen a lot of dislikes on YouTube. But what I want to do is I want to let's get away from the confrontation and let's kind of cool things down a little bit. Let's all talk about the funniest days in our lifetime. Excuse me. I mean, all my subs and the ones I'm subbed to, I think we should do a video talking about the funniest days in our life. You know, sometimes you can be at work, or you can be doing something, you can be at home, you can be cleaning up, or you can be doing something, or you can, and all of a sudden you would think of something, and you would just, that happened, and you would just bust out laughing, you know what I mean? So I think that, we should do something funny with ourselves and kind of take a vacation from this confrontation and this mayhem that's what's going on in the black YouTube community. I think we all should have a laughter to ourselves. And I can say one time that and most of the time when you the funniest part is when we get our ass whooped from our mom and dad. And I think that's the funniest thing, because it mostly comes from the whoopings, because at the time we do all kind of mischievous shit. We do kind of sneaky shit, we do shit, and it kind of catches up on us. But and when we get our ass whooped by our mom and pops, it's two things, because one, when you get your ass whooped by your daddy, he got strength, he got brute force. I mean, he come with all this strength, and to whoop that ass when you get out of line. And then our mothers is that they got the quickness. They like Sugar Ray Leonard. Your mom, boy, shit, she would come at your ass. You wouldn't even expect it, and she would come at you. And so, I know one of the funniest parts that when I got my ass whooped from my dad, it was that he had sent my brother to the store. And, it was a store called the New Moon. It was in Phoenix. It was off on the west side of Buckeye, on Buckeye Road. So, he said, but Kevin, you stay. So, I decided to take my ass on, and I went on to the store with my brother. I went and took my ass to the store anyway. Man, I came back, and it was the thing is that my dad, he was always say, step into my office. And when we go in there, we get our ass whooped. And so, yeah, my dad, he tore my ass up that day. And I mean, that day when I got my ass whooped, he said, go in there, so take your ass, go in there. He didn't say take your ass, but get your ass in there and go sit down. So I went in and sat down. Got my ass whooped, and I'm sitting there looking around the house. I see that Earth, Wind, and Fire album cover, and Verdine White, the darkest dude on it, he got the biggest smile on his face. I'm looking at him what the fuck you smiling at? And one thing about, I would say one thing, if you ever had this picture in your house, you will always think this man was related to you. We had a picture of Elijah Muhammad at the time in our house. And every time you see, have you ever noticed that every time you see Elijah Muhammad, you think that he was related to you? That's That's some funny shit. But I'm gonna tell you one day that I got my ass whipped by my mom. It was kind of funny. Twice. Because my mom and dad, they was the type, you know what I mean, they worked, they did their thing, but, later on at the night, some nights, they would have their company over. And, at the time, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna admit it, my mom, well, not my mom, but my dad, he smoked the weed. And, they be coming over there. It'd be like the red lights or the blue lights. You see the velvet paintings or the black light posters and stuff. The record, they got the albums playing and stuff. People, having a good time and shit. So one morning I had went to school, and it was a roach in the ashtray. And that was like the first time I ever smoked weed. And it was like a roach in the ashtray. So, I took the roach and shit, and so I put it in my room. So I went to school, and I had it in there like for a while. So I think when Saturday came, my sister and them, they went to their little prep squad and shit. My brothers and them, they went to their practice, or they went to their friend's house. So I was there by myself. So I had went ahead and took the roach, and I had lit it up on the stove. Took two hits. And at that time, weed was good as hell. So next thing I'm sitting on the corner of the couch, like crying. I'm like scared, thinking I'm gonna die, and I'm like telling like, please let this come down. I won't do it no more. I won't do it no more. So that time I got hungry. That's when those munchies started kicking in. So I went in the kitchen, and I went ahead and try to cook some rice and chicken, make some chicken and rice. So at the time, chicken was like frozen in the freezer. So I took the chicken and put it in the sink, and let the cold water run on it, try to thaw it out. So I'm cooking the rice, because rice cook quicker than the chicken try to thaw out. So I went and set my ass on the couch, and I kind of dozed off and went to sleep. And you can tell when you hear a hit. Man, my mama knocked the shit out of me. She said, "Kevin, get your ass up." I looked up. The sink was kind of overflowed. The water was all on the floor. And the rice had burnt. It was scorched. Smoke everywhere. She said, "Get your ass up." I got up, looked around. I ran, tried to cut the thing off. I was on a punishment that day. So the next day, my mom, she's still fired up, because, women's emotional. I'm going to tell you like this. Women's, they're emotional ladies. They emotional human beings. So, they get emotional on certain things. They don't like to be mocked. They don't like to be laughed. They want to be taken seriously, especially from a black woman. So I say the next day, she was still mad, and she had a belt still wrapped around her hand. And I was like, my dad came home. I was like, what's? And he said, "I ain't got nothing to do with it." He put his headphones back on, listened to his music. So at the time, she was cooking some chili beans and some hot water cornbread. And so at the time, she set the food down. I was watching A-Team, and one episode, Murdoch was playing he had an imaginary dog. And he said something to Mr. T, or B.A. Baracus, but he was saying something to Mr. T. Mr. T said something to him, and because my mom said, "You better not laugh, you better eat." And so when Mr. T said something to Murdoch, I just bust out laughing. And she got the welling on my ass again. But yeah, that was funny as hell. But I'm gonna come with part 2. This is another part of what happened to me. I mean, y'all ain't gotta watch. But just like I said, I mean, we all gotta talk about something that, you know, happened in our time. Instead of getting into each other on YouTube, you know, because we gotta come together. And if we don't, it's a failure. Part 2 coming up.